Hello guys, my name is Rupesh Kumar and today I am going to teach you about backend development. As we all know that front-end development anyone can do it. Even a child can learn how to do front-end development. As we know that front-end can be developed using HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap. Everyone can do it that. But a big problem arises that how to store the data. As you all have seen that when we create any website, there is a page contact us. Okay, in that page we have to write the email ID, phone number, address, and some of the comment lines. So earlier we used to do the static things, but now the thing is that we have to make that dynamic. Means the data which the user is giving at the time of filling, that should be stored into a server or into a database, and that should be accessed by the owner of that company. Okay, so today we are going to learn all these about backend development. Why backend, why we need to learn the backend, why it is important. All these topics we are going to cover from scratch in our upcoming videos. For brief description, today I will tell you what is backend development. Actually, backend development is nothing but it is a scripting language. What the thing is that whatever code we are going to write in HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap, all those code will remain same as it is. The thing is that we are going to, for backend, we are going to use one language. According to my requirement or according to seeing the today's scenario world, we have seen that almost 60% to 70% companies are going to use PHP as a backend and MySQL as for storing the data. Okay, so by looking for the growth and by looking to the company's requirement, we have decided to go with PHP with MySQL. You can check on internet that what these all languages are and how much it is important and what are its useful and what are its merit and what are its demerit. I can assure you that almost 60 to 70% of the companies are presently using PHP and MySQL as their database. So actually what is backend? For answering this question, first I will try to give you one example. Suppose you open a coffee shop, okay, and you have visited one company telling about your requirements. Then the company will tell what all things you want. So you want that a coffee website, a static, and in that you also want that the person who has visited, I want their names, I want their address, I want their phone number, and I want their feedback, and it should be accessed by me. So these all things you are going to tell to that developer. What they are going to do, they are first going to make a static website. After that they are going to make that static into dynamic. So they are going to use HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, JavaScript, okay, for making the site attractive. For backend, they are again going to use something called PHP, MongoDB for database, or MySQL. These all things they are going to use. Okay, so what these things do? First of all, what PHP does, it connects our front end to the back end, and what MySQL is going to do is it connects it stores the data. What the thing will happen, suppose I am a user, I am going to log into that page and I am going to write the name, my email ID, my phone number, and my feedback about that company. So whenever I click on submit button, at the same time the data that I have entered, it all will be stored in my MySQL. So we all are going to learn about these all things from scratch. No previous knowledge is required. I am going to tell you bit by bit. I am going to explain all these things very thoroughly and clearly. So guys, I would like to tell you something, that some previous knowledge are required to learn this backend. So you new student should know something basic about HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap for making a static website. After that, I will tell you how to make it dynamic. by using PHP and MySQL. Okay, so we will see in our upcoming videos that how we are going to implement the backend in our static sites. Okay guys, have a nice day. Thank you.